Stainless steel main shaft, brass gears, ceramic line guide, CNC spool, quadruple disc carbon fiber drag, 17.6 pounds of drag to be honest, ultra smooth, and that Crossfire 8 powerful magnetic braking system.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? AJ Gore here, back with another video, and in this video we're going to break down the differences between the Royale Legend and the WhiteMax versus the new Royale Legend II. You want to see what makes these reels tick and what sets them apart? Check it out right now in this video from KastKing.
Right, so let's dive right in. What we've got here is the original Royale Legend. Tried and true American hero right here. Then we have the second installment, which is basically the exact same thing as the Royale Legend, but it's the WhiteMax. Now, the only difference between the two, realistically, well, depending on era. Again, this was a 2014 model. This one here is more around 2016. So really the only difference you had is the white cosmetics over the black cosmetics. The early model had kind of a rubberized knob, where KastKing then switched over to the EVA comfort grip with the KastKing logo. Guys, I'm an EVA comfort grip kind of guy. I love them. I'm sorry. I do. They're awesome. What's your thoughts? Do you like the rubber? Do you like the EVA? Who knows? Me, EVA guy. But anyhow, these two reels essentially have pretty much been the same since 2014, despite some very minor differences. So that's the Royale Legend. So for the sake of the video, because we have the new Royale Legend II being a black reel and a black reel, we're just gonna, have some serious contrast here, and I'm gonna compare with the WhiteMax, which, ladies and gentlemen, is the same thing other than the white paint as the Royale Legend. So just going to do it so it identifies black and white, it's yin and yang. So we're gonna go ahead and break into it right now. So the Royale Legend, or the WhiteMax as we see here, is a 7-to-1 gear ratio. Now back in 2014, to get a 7-to-1 gear ratio under $40, that's a great setup. Now it didn't stop there. You also got an 11-to-1 ball bearing, a triple disc carbon drag system boasting 17.5 pounds of drag, plus a dual brake system. Well, let's take a look at that brake system. So one thing you'll notice right here that we do see in the Royale Legend or WhiteMax series is you have the pull turn knob here to open up and expose your spool or your brake system. It's on the bottom. So let's get into that. It was a dual braking system. So you'll see you have the detent style magnetic adjustment or the dial. You can see right here we have a magnetic braking system as well as the centrifugal brakes. So you had a two-part braking system here, a dual braking system. Now some people may find out, hey, a dual braking system, that's just that much more ability to actually dial and set my brakes in that much better. Well, to a novice angler, that may work to be just the opposite. Maybe more confusing, maybe more daunting, and a little bit more of a challenge to get the reel to perform the way you'd like it to perform because you don't quite understand or grasp the entire concept of how the dual braking system works. So it's a great system, but it might be a little complicated for other people. Maybe not. If you're those people that really know how it works, you can really dial it in. That's a cool system. Another thing to notice, you had just a normal tension knob. Just a normal tension knob. We'll get into that with the difference between the Royale Legend. Good sized star drag on either the Royale Legend or WhiteMax. It's a big, easy, accessible star drag. Aluminum handle, EVA grips. Another feature on this one that you're going to see is it's a low profile reel. But from 2014 to now, there's been some changes. This is still a very comfortable reel. But as you'll see when we get into the Royale Legend II, a more modern version, this feels a little more bulky. It's still not bad. So let's break it down. What do we have to offer in the Royale Legend or WhiteMax reel? Came out in 2014, has pretty much had very minor changes since, as we noticed in the knobs. We've got 11+1 ball bearing. We've got a triple disc carbon fiber drag boasting 17.5 pounds of drag. We've got a dual braking system, a magnetic as well as centrifugal. And we've got 10 different settings on that. All that in a very large CNC machine spool. Beautiful different cosmetics, whether you can go white or black. Both of them are very forgiving on whatever kind of rod and reel platform you want to put it on. So that's kind of cool. 10 different settings on your drag, tension knob, big star, decent throw on the handle. This is not a bad reel at all. And for $40, 7-to-1 gear ratio, this is a great option. Now, let's slingshot ourselves to 2019 in the introduction of the brand new Royale Legend II. So 2 things to take note of. We now have, instead of 1 gear ratio that was seen in the Royale Legend original as 7-to-1, now we have 2 gear ratios to take a look at with the Royale Legend II. You have a 5-4-to-1 and a 7-2-to-1 as seen right here on this example. Now, is the Royale Legend II going to be offered in a WhiteMax version? I don't know. I don't have that answer for you. It may happen in the future, but as of right now, that's the only WhiteMax available in the original Royale Legend platform. But with the Royale Legend II, you do get a 5-4-to-1 and a 7-2-to-1. 5-4-to-1 is going to be great for like crankbaits and things like that. 7-2-to-1, in my opinion, anything in a 7 style gear ratio is a great all-around gear ratio for a lot of different things. Jig and flipping. You can still burn a bait. You can slow roll it if you need to. That's a great all-around forgivable gear ratio. So you can't go wrong in a 7-to-1 versus a 7-2-to-1. Both have you covered there. That's really good. Now, the new Royale Legend 2 is boasting a double supported pinion gear. So down inside of this guy here, you have a double supported pinion gear on the reel. What that's going to do is give you 35% smoother operation under a load. Plus, it's 30% more durable. Oh, let me get my tension knob off here so it comes off. Now, anyways, you'll notice that you've got your opening here in the back. So when you first opened the Royale Legend, it was in the front in kind of a larger reel. With this very low profile, they've actually hit it in the back here to allow you to open your reel setup. So spool, still a great size spool here versus the Royale Legend or WhiteMax. Let's pop that open and take a quick look. So you'll notice that both of them offer a deep spool. The Royale Legend 2 looks like it may have a slightly deeper spool, but the Royale Legend 1 may have a slightly wider spool. I can't tell you exactly which one's going to hold more line, but both will hold a very close amount to the same line, just from what I can see in comparing them. Now you will notice that both spools are different in actual diameter. The WhiteMax Royale Legend is larger, where this is smaller. That's going to come into play being a more lighter, more compact, low profile reel. They've managed to go ahead and shrink some things down and make this thing lighter and faster. So it is 7.2 ounces. So you're going from a lighter system that operated under a 7-to-1 gear ratio, and now you've got a 7-2-to-1 gear ratio. So you shaved some weight, shaved some size, and made it faster at 7.2 ounces. That's pretty good. Now, other key features. You have a stainless steel main shaft and a ceramic line guide. That is an option that you'll see in a lot more higher expensive reels. We did talk about the CNC machine spool, but this cat right here comes in with a quadruple 4-disc carbon drag system. So you've got 4 discs of carbon drag that's going to give you 17.6 of ultra smooth fish fighting cranking power. Now let's pop this back open. Again, here's your open and close lever. Let's go ahead and switch it to the open. Pop this back off without dumping everything out. You have a Crossfire powerful 8 magnet design here with a beautiful adjustability of a detent style, and this is like a multi-function detent. So if you'll notice, it shows 10 levels of settings, but you have like a half setting in between those on that detent style. That's pretty awesome. So like I said, looking at this reel here, you've got a very compact, more compact design than the original. Now granted, this is the revamped version, so you'd like to see some changes, and it did just that in a very comfortable, ergonomic friendly, compact design. The aesthetics are very simple, black and red, powder coated or painted finish with a red and black anodized finish on the CNC spool, on the tension knob, as well as your aluminum handle, EVA comfort grips with the red anodized caps. Both are showing a very accessible star drag style system. The Royale Legend has a very large but kind of a just very simple star drag, where the Royale Legend II is smaller, but it has more of a fancier star drag system. Both are, like I said, easily accessible. Now, moving to your tension knob, I mentioned it before. Check this guy out. It's just your standard average tension knob, which was very common for 2014. 2019, we jump forward. We've got the nice fancy KastKing logo etched onto the tension knob, but listen here. Listen here, folks. You have a detent style tension knob, where that is going to see better performance over the original. Is once you set down and adjust your tension, it actually will drop down into a detent and stay there and hold there almost like a tooth of a gear, holding it in place. Where over time, cast after cast after cast, this one will start to be forced to be backed off slightly, where this one still can back off and still can be forced backed off, but it will hold its position longer and more durable throughout your fishing experience over the non-detent style tension knob. So ladies and gentlemen, these are some of the different key features and tech talk that we see between the Royale Legend and WhiteMax versus the Royale Legend II. Will the Legend live on, the legacy thrive throughout time with the Royale Legend II, or are you better off sticking with the original fan favorite? Now, this one comes in at $39.95, but so does the Royale Legend II. The Royale Legend II coming in with 5+1 ball bearings, a 7.2 to 1 gear ratio, a 5.4 to 1 gear ratio, more smooth, 30+% in both of those options, still in the $40 price range, 7.2 ounces, stainless steel main shaft, brass gears, ceramic line guide, CNC spool, quadruple disc carbon fiber drag, 17.6 pounds of drag to be honest, ultra smooth, and that Crossfire 8 powerful magnetic braking system. Guys, this one right here, it very well may be the new top dog in the $40 price range in the world of fishing.
There's a lot of really great options in both platforms, from the Royale Legend WhiteMax to the Royale Legend II. Guys, I hope you found this video informative and helpful, and it may help you in making the right choice into which reel is right for you. Guys, thanks very much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next comparison video.